Hello, marketeers. Welcome to the refreshing episode of Marketeers Late Talk. Joining me today is Mansi Anand, Director of Marketing, JLL, an astute professional with over 15 years of experience in 360-degree marketing. She is a passionate client manager and relationship builder with experience in managing relationships with stakeholders at multiple levels and geographies. Welcome, Mansi, to Marketeers Late Talk. How are you?
Hello, Sachin. Thank you so much for inviting me over. Thank you so much for inviting me to this valuable forum and the community that you're driving. I think it's a great initiative, and I'd like to congratulate you for the commendable work you're doing.
Thank you so much, Mansi. Back to office? Huh?
Very much, yes, absolutely. Life has to come back to normal, and we're all getting used to that slowly. Yeah, we'll take time, but we are getting there. I think it's all hybrid right now, but let's be positive. And we're looking at hopefully completely 100% working out of office soon.
Absolutely. I'm sure things will be in the place further, and there will be no as such any version of COVID will come out.
Absolutely.
Lovely. So tell us more about yourself, how you took the career of marketing, how it went on.
Okay, so my journey has been super interesting, as I can say. Born and brought up in Delhi after my MBA in marketing, I always knew that this is what I would like to pursue as a career. Marketing, brands, the way they engage with customers, the nuances that goes behind every single marketing initiative, conceptualizing communications that best communicate brands' value propositions, understanding and analyzing how the customers are responding to those initiatives have always excited me. As a marketer, I'm a firm believer that we need to continuously innovate and move towards progression in all aspects of marketing. Now, you just mentioned over the last 15 years, I've been working as a marketer, and I have managed multiple positions across brand management, campaigns, digital marketing, communications, CSR marketing. I'm currently working with JLL as Director of Marketing and driving marketing strategies to support the investors-focused business lines across JLL offices in India. So it's been a great journey, a lot of learnings, and a lot of learnings ahead, I'm sure.
That's really true. And this is a fantastic journey that you mentioned. So before COVID and in fact after COVID, a lot of technology transformation has come up, and so I would like to know your take on how marketing has evolved over years and what trends you see as a way forward.
So, Sachin, in today's digital era, conventional marketing dictums no longer hold true. Marketers need to arm themselves with the right tools and be on top of all the emerging trends to stay relevant. Marketing has seen dramatic transformations for centuries. It started as a distinct discipline that went through different periods of refinement. Just to give a quick understanding, and if we look back, when we talk about the era of 1940s and 70s, that was the time when it was a marketing orientation era, when marketing tactics included identifying customer needs and effectively customizing wherever needed. And hence, the whole concept of marketing was re-engineered so it can revolve around reaching the business goals, keeping customers as priority. When we come to, let's say, for example, the next era, which is 1970 to 1990, that was the societal orientation era, where societal marketing came into existence. And there was a lot of emphasis on organizations' responsibility towards customer well-being and environment. The traditional and conventional ways of marketing are all history, they're passé. Today, we are in digital world. This is the time when marketers are following each and every movement of the customer. And we're looking at capturing them always at the right place and the right time. With this digital era, we also see that it has really opened a lot of opportunities for better reach. It is really helping us connect with our audiences in a better manner. It is also increasing the exposure of the brands that we are currently handling across various market segments. When we know today, if you will look back and I was just reading a study yesterday that today almost half of the world's population is online. So businesses, they don't have an option but to go online completely. Follow the digital strategies, strengthen them so that we're ensuring that wherever our customers are moving, we're also moving with them. When we talk about digital marketing, it has the power to dictate how, even customer for that matter has the power to dictate what kind of marketing content they want to receive. Customers no longer have to sit through ads. It's all passe. Today is the time when on social media, it is giving them the kind of flexibility to an extent to even follow the brands that they support or they like to hear from. With the surge in mobile phones, when we talk about, or any of these smart devices, it really has contributed a lot, to the overall popularity of the digital marketing segment. Content marketing is very, very critical today. SEO, mobile marketing, because like I said, that majority of the time we're always on smart devices, on technological devices. And brands don't want to leave their customers at all. They want to follow everywhere. So after all, when we do this quick analysis, I think for me, I feel is that everything around marketing boils down to only one thing, which is change. And the change is continuing to be the constant thing. As new marketing channels emerge, what is revolutionary today can be, an obsolete completely tomorrow. So that is the beauty of marketing as a function, that, we're always ahead of the game. We're always ahead of our customers. We try and understand what are they saying. We carve out our strategies around it. And then we work towards ensuring that our customers are getting what they're looking for. We're always in front of them wherever they're looking at solutions. I'll just quickly touch upon a few of the marketing trends as well that currently are going on. So when we talk about marketing trends, first and foremost, which we all see and notice today, is influencer marketing. I think influencer marketing is doing wonders for brands. As long as a marketer know the kind of audiences that they are going after, I think it can really create a lot of exciting revenue opportunities for the brands, because it is definitely helping them, widen their reach, go to the customer wherever they are going. And the key to marketing here is focusing on those influencers with the loyal audience. So whenever we're looking at influencer marketing as one aspect, I think we should be looking for or going after influencers that have that kind of loyalty as far as audiences are concerned.
Really
the other trend.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. The other trend I'd like to touch upon is going to be, using video-based interactive content, live streaming content. We know that 80% of people, they like to engage with live videos. People don't want to see pre-recorded stuff there. It's all old now. People want to understand, to experience your brand, to experience your service. They really want to engage with the brand, talk to the product, and at the same time, this ways, even the brand's responsibility is to empathize with the customer. So I think it beautifully connects as far as interactive content and video-based content is concerned. Keep it less chunky, very crisp, to the point, and connect with the audience in a better manner.
These are some of the phenomenal points that you mentioned, and I would like to pick up one of that you mentioned. It is about tracking the customer behavior that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So, personalization is very much in the space right now, in the marketing part. So, what are your comments? What should be the attributes when brand is touching the personalized aspect, they're tracking it, and how it should be taken it forward?
So it's a very important point, and thank you so much for bringing that up, because personalization is definitely one of the key areas and that today's marketer is focusing on. Marketing personalization will definitely become more unified in the years to come, starting this year. So what can an ambitious marketer do to stay ahead of personalization curve? That is one question I feel that every marketer should be asking himself or herself, that how can we stay ahead of the curve with the personalization tool? And I think the answer to that can definitely be that, are we investing enough in the top end CRM platforms? Are we effectively using artificial intelligence to create user-specific content that can really help the customer? So whenever we are planning a promotion, we're working on a gated content, or we are basically trying to develop a loyalty program, we need to ask ourselves, is this going to add any value to the customer? And as a marketer, if we feel that, yes, we are confident, we should definitely go ahead. Until the time we don't get that answer, that convincing answer, I think we should keep reevaluating, because that is something which needs to be nailed to the T. And in it, another important component under personalization segment is going to be the content, because that needs to be effortless reading. Whenever we talk about, let's say if we do, I was just reading an article again yesterday, and more than 55% of customers consume content while traveling and maybe while commuting. Hence, the content consumption has to be effortless. So while you are working as a marketer, while we are working at personalizing the content, I think it is also important to evaluate the quality of the content. And if the content is, if we can maybe work on creating the key propositions in less words, then less is more. Let's talk less and capture the key elements more in the keywords, so that we are not wasting the customer's time, because everybody is in a hurry these days and nobody has that much of time to give to your brand.
That's so powerful statement that you mentioned, Mansi. Tracking the behavior in terms of utilizing the time when they are on the go, and not to disturb them with unnecessary content is something I think we all as a marketer need to learn. Instead of just pushing the ball over there, it is very important to take the right notes and pitch to the right tone, which actually they are looking forward to. So really appreciate this point. Now, over to the discussion regarding, fortunately, unfortunately, COVID has increased the adoption in terms of digital transformation, right? So that has come itself in the marketing as well. So what are the key aspects that would make the digital transformation of the marketing as a successful part?
Yeah, that's thank you for that question, because digital marketing, anything to do with digital, is the future. So in the digital age we are in right now, the one thing that we need to always keep reminding ourselves, and which majority of us already know, in fact, is data is the king. Data is being collected everywhere, whether you're on phone, you're on your laptop, you're maybe, surfing an app, or you're playing a game for that matter. Everywhere, all you're doing is sharing data with the platforms. And that is something which a marketer needs to very, very critically evaluate to ensure how can we better understand our customer. Because as we evolve and our marketing tactics are evolving, we need to also be cognizant of the fact that even customers are getting exposed to new platforms, new ways of marketing, new products, new elements. Every now and then there is something or the other which is new to be explored by them. So we need to ensure that when we are analyzing the data, we are very, very clearly through a magnifying glass understanding what is the customer behavior, what is the customer pattern. And let's talk about that. One of that explosions have actually come through the customer data platforms, which is CDP, we talk in marketing, which is companies are, they now have access to a lot of data as we see. The only difference is how it is being used to learn more about the behavior and their desires. So CDP is, let's say, one such example, which is a single source of customer data. that can be used to create more personalized, more engaging marketing activities by the customer. So that when you are sending the communication to your customer, the customer feels that, yes, this brand understands my taste. It understands my experience. It understands the kind of requirements I may have or the kind of likes I have, and accordingly have customized the campaign to me and given me this communication. So that aspect is something which is very well appreciated by customers by every passing second. Another very important aspect which I'd like to touch upon is going to be on cybersecurity. We need to work and refocus on cybersecurity. It's not always about how can we speed up the process. It is about how safely can we speed up the process. Similarly, do we think as a marketer that artificial intelligence can contribute to it? How about machine learning? Can that contribute to it? Can that help us create the customer journey a little safer, little simpler than yesterday? And I think that is all about reinforcing cybersecurity in every aspect of the business that is being run today.
This is phenomenal. Yes. Carry on.
I'd like to also touch upon one more element, which is a democratization of artificial intelligence. It has the potential to accelerate digital transformation within a business. So whether we are talking about, using it for a specific spot, recognizing trends, we really need some help in making decisions. We are looking at what are the forecasts looking like, the kind of learnings that we have, the kind of improvisations we need to do. So in every aspect, whether a company is a tech-savvy startup or we're looking at large organizations, I think today as marketers, it is imperative for us to try and incorporate artificial intelligence into our systems and processes to keep it smooth.
Super. I think the angle of artificial intelligence and using it in a very positive sense is surely going to add more power to the marketing stats, and I think better decision making will be happening once this is being done. Appreciate. So, Mansi, as you know, we are a community of passionate marketers. Young champs are also the part of this. So what skills you would recommend to be a successful marketer? What would be your top choices, 5 top skills that you would like to recommend?
I'll just quickly go back to what I said earlier as well. Be the agents of change. I think one thing that I personally I'm always very excited about, even if after close to 16 years of experience in marketing, that I am constantly looking for what and in what capacity can I be the agent of change, in my area of work. Today, we have countless examples of marketing innovation, agility adapted by marketers to the digital channels and formats that the customers, now prefer. Today, when marketing impacts, we know that marketing impacts every aspect of business and is driving customer experience very diligently. We understand that, to deliver that particular change, what is it that marketers need to do? Marketers need to do only one thing, which is to align their work to the overall company strategy and empower individuals to prioritize meaningful and high value work that the organization is putting forth. So that as marketing, we're able to spread that communication worldwide to our target audiences. And we drive the change that the organization is looking to drive. The other element for me is going to be always be digital first. I think in the digital era today, future marketing leaders are going to be technologists soon. Today we rely a lot on digital tools to support the entire marketing ecosystem. And even going forward, marketers will need to keep a finger on the pulse of emerging technologies so that we stay competitive in the market and always in front of our customers, like I just mentioned. The other aspect for business marketing that is really important is be the business leader first. So for us to be able to market our brand, I think it is more important to first understand what the business is, understand how a business leader will lead the business, think from a business function perspective. And gradually, that is how typically we see the trends worldwide as well, that marketing is becoming a business function gradually. It is gradually getting a seat on the boardroom table. It is imperative to cultivate a broader skill set and to become smart leaders. Always drive innovation and change. And I think that will drive marketing transformation for me.
Interesting. That's very nice. And I think the community, the young chaps, will take this on a very serious note about what you mentioned about the change, because that's the only thing that we always know afraid of. And people generally don't change the routine even, forget about adopting the new learning process. So here comes a disclaimer for you guys. Please take the gentle advice of Mansi and ensure it that you move to the path of success. Mansi, last question to you before we wrap up. What are your thoughts on the community that we are building, the marketing soul, where you are also our community mentor and would be surely supporting us in the campaign? What are your takes?
So first of all, I'd like to congratulate you, Sachin. I think it's a fantastic platform. The kind of forum you have created really allows a lot of marketers like me to come forth and share their experiences, share the trends and the thoughts and their perspective primarily on how do they see marketing through their eyes and what are the changes they'd like to bring so that we as a community are empowered to move forward ahead. These are exciting times for marketing. And I think 2-3 takeaways for me are going to be that we need to be receptive to change always. We need to embrace a digital first and hybrid approach always. And we need to continue to cultivate business skills and better understand our customers so that we are ready for the next horizon. And your forum is perfectly moving towards that direction. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much, Mansi, for your kind words. And we are surely motivated with it. And we'll try to bring up the new aspect of the marketing soul that we are building. And with the people like you, those who are supporting, I'm very sure that the community is going to have a multifold networking knowledge and the growth that we are looking forward to through this platform. So with this, thank you so much for your valuable time today on the Marketeers Late
Thank
Talk.
you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, Mansi.